folks. 5:11 p.m. and it's still Monday the 12th, October 2020. And I'm just watching the news right now, CNN. So basically, out in Stanford, Florida. Earlier today, they actually had a huge open-air rally. CNN was reporting very few had worn masks, and everybody thinks it's a damn game. And how many times people have been warned and told about the damn thing are still treating it like it's just a blasted game. I got the local pundits on there talking their butts off about how things are going, and it just never ceases to amaze me at this point over here. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to the damn camera. I'm just seeing the sights of what's going on at this point over here now. If we didn't have the ongoing fetish, this ongoing cultism going on with the Trump, it would have been reminding me of some kind of patriotic area. But the thing is, it's like a sea of red. I can't watch this. I'm sorry to say, I can't watch this damn thing. It disturbs me a great deal. I do not understand why everyone has given their lives, and practically their souls, to this schmuck. I know people accuse me of being a Biden lover or something like that. No, they usually accuse me of being a libtard. And I don't get it. I don't get it. What is it about this asshole that has people so keyed up about him that they're willing to give up their lives for this guy? Is he the second Christ? Is he the second coming? Who or what is this guy to these people? I have never seen a devotion to a political figure this insane. I hope the guy, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even want to know him. Because if anybody has that much sway over people, to me it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And to be giving up everything for this guy is on the point of being fanatics. Fanaticism. They want their freedom. Understandable. But they want one party, one rule, one guy. What sway, what hold did he have over him? What magic power or thing did he say to them? What was the magical phrases that he spoke in their lingo that people are flocking like crazy to understand this bastard? He claims he's immune. Doctors claim he's cured. We got other people and other medical professionals doubting the living daylights out of this situation because they don't know what to make of it. Even I don't know what to make of it. Some more lighting in the house. Be right back. Sorry. Yeah, a little wardrobe change there. Better if I had this thing on in the first place. It helps me with showing individuality, not showing part of something that's uglier than I really think of. And the more I keep hearing about what's coming out of their damn mouths and what they think is acceptable or not, they don't care about their own damn lives and aren't caring about anybody else's lives. But they care about him. This is fanaticism at worst. And what scares the hell out of me, we're going to have 4 years of this son of a bitch. So what is it about, I dare mention the damn name because it makes me ill as hell. The press can see it, and I don't know how much they could stand this son of a bitch. Donald J. Trump. So what is it about this schmuck that seems to be having a sway on people? What is it about him that makes people like him or hate the living crap out of him? I'm already hearing bullshit coming out of his mouth and he thinks he can solve everything. I mean, I've heard those arguments before. It just doesn't fly. Him having arguments with the damn Congress and laws getting deleted left and right and environmental protections and certain other actions, and not to mention the Affordable Care Act going bye-bye. Republican Party following suit with this guy. Is this the age of conservatism that we're looking at? Is the Union really going to be showing that much weak strength in the federal government that we're going to be losing a lot more than what we realize? Now, of course, I know that the COVID-19 has strained all of us to the point of breaking and has destroyed industries, or is destroying as best as it can industries. And it is ruining people's lives, turning people homeless, jobless, high in debt. Well, that one. And not able to fend for themselves or not able to survive. Depending upon government handouts, just doesn't have enough money in the coffers. In order to get money in the coffers, they have to be taxing other people, getting other sources to put into the coffers in order to be distributed. And that's not happening, is it? When we start losing our industries left and right, when we start losing the things that makes us what we are, I fear for the future. I fear for the future. I also fear for the present. Can't change the past. But nobody wants to learn from the damn past in the first place. The more I have arguments with people on social media, the more I keep seeing these dumbass remarks. It's like people are feeling their history is being wiped out left and right. It no longer matters to them. Only the matter of the Trump does. A movement that is freaking people out across the globe, and they're not quite sure how to deal with America's change of attitude, of style, of way of life. Because now we're hating our neighbors at this point over here. We have to close our borders and learn how to be distrustful of each other, unless you're part of the system. Part of a Trump system? When he was doing his conning left and right, a few decades ago, more so, he's trying to show what kind of a smart businessman he was. There was a hell of a lot of rumors passing around that he paid off people to get his grades passed. He paid people off to show people how smart he was. He paid less taxes to show how people how smart he was. And he never did understand business economics. Everything else that he discovered is all through the con. Pay less taxes, have more for him. People keep wondering whether or not he's still rich or if he's broker than shit. What gets to me is when I'm looking outside and I look at the complexes I live in. I know there's like a few Trump supporters here. The rest of them wouldn't even know which particular party to vote for at this point. Unless, of course, they're working their asses off and see Trump as being a deluded fool. And everybody else is doing the same damn thing. And then when I come across people working and living on the other side of my town of Roseman, they're Trump supporters. They don't want the property taxes. They don't want to pay any taxes. They're seeing the businesses shut down left and right to blame the Democrats. They use partisan politics and care about masking up, even when they're told that masks would be saving their asses, their lives, and everyone else's lives. What do I come across is watching on news reports of rallies happening where people are not masking, social gathering, and they're wondering how come we get sporadic numbers of the COVID. And they still blame China for everything. I had an argument with someone online earlier this morning. I can rattle off a video on that one. Regarding about the virus, and people keep thinking it's artificially created. And I had to throw a logic bomb at him. Are we sure the damn thing originated from Wuhan? That's where the human contact was supposedly reported by China. And sometimes we couldn't even tell whether or not the Chinese reports were accurate enough unless we actually had boots on the ground to verify. But they never found the patient zero. There was no record of patient zero. So I kept asking myself, and I kept asking a question, where the hell did the damn virus come from? It doesn't magically come from anywhere. It came from a source. Did the virus originate from an animal's gut? Where did the virus come from, and how did it get into the animal's gut? Was it just magically appeared? And there was the virus. And the virus came out of the animal. And it was good. At least for the virus anyway. I couldn't tell you anything about the damn thing. I can tell you that blaming is not solving a damn situation in the first place, especially when the countries are fighting like crazy just to stay alive one way or another. Vaccines are being tested all over the damn globe. There's nothing definitive, nothing concrete, nothing substantial yet. Yet through these wonderful cocktails, the president thinks he's immune right now. And I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's not magically cured. He's still got traces of the virus in him. I don't care what the doctors say at this point over here. All the damn evidence keep pointing towards it's still in his bloodstream. And I just don't buy the president's bullshit. Neither do I buy the doctors, his own personal staff. He lied about his health, lied about his mental health before he got in the office. Some of that large, some of that obese, some of that old getting in the office and he's perfectly of health. Sorry, it doesn't work. I know he's less panicked than I am, and he's he's in his mid to late 70s at this point over here. He can't be in perfect health. There's no way in hell. All the damn junk food he keeps he keeps getting for himself. Yeah, there was a hell of a lot of rumors for years in that one too. Are they true? I don't know. I would think so. The guy wouldn't even know how to take care of himself. He always had people taking care of for him. That's what kind of disturbs me. Someone who doesn't know what the hell he's putting into his body or understanding where the hell it's coming from. If no one understands how to take care of themselves, I mean, I'm sorry, I just don't buy any of it. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me at this point over here, still trying to figure the whole damn crap. I feel like I'm going to a turnaround at this point. Going in circles in this. What drives people to like a con man? What was it that made people feel they were part of his world? They were going to get a piece of the Trump one way or another. He was going to be their golden savior. You know, for the first 2 or 3 years, we had evangelicals laying hands on him, thinking he's God's anointed, God's appointed. And I'm looking at this comment, and I'm like, was this how the Pharisees looked at Jesus when he came around? I mean, think about it. Back in the ancient times, the only news you heard was word of mouth, or if somebody actually described it somehow. And a lot of people didn't even read. But word of mouth was it. And people had to have better memories than what they have these days, especially when you have technology. But the Pharisees had heard. They had reports and scribes. They had scrolls of a young man performing miracles. And they were afraid of this because they didn't want somebody upsetting the natural order of things. Do we have a natural order going right now? Or an unnatural order going on right now? When it comes down to this Trump movement, is it a natural order or an unnatural order? I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm still trying to figure out why things are happening the way they are right now. I can't accept. I refuse to accept it. Because if this guy is going to be God's appointed, I'm not seeing miracles out of this guy. And I have seen a lot more violence happening everywhere. A lot more anger towards each other. A lot more hatred. They're trying to be unified in their own little world, and the sea of red? Make America great again? Patriotism only goes so far until you're talking about fanaticism. We're talking fanatics. And then some people have said it's the cult that's being formed, or has already formed. Just how the hell are we going to be able to deal with the next 20 or 30 years with this cult of Trump and his followers and his family is anybody's game, is anybody's knowledge. And right now, I just don't have the answers. Not in this situation.